Here in Bellingham and in the Northwest in general, we get a lot of rain. We have awesome rivers too, as well as incredible marine ecosystems. The most crucial thing to think about when considering these is the health of the watershed.
What is a watershed?
It starts with rain, something we're all well acquainted with. It falls on land and collects in low-lying areas. Here we are at one of the key components to a watershed, the stream! After rain falls on land, it accumulates in progressively larger and larger streams that flow into one another through the areas of lowest relief. Finally, after much meandering, the streams make their way to the ocean. So what affects the health of a watershed? Well, a lot of things do. Most everything we put in the ground ends up in the water somehow. Pesticides, fertilizers, other gnarly stuff can wreak havoc on aquatic environments. And even when we take steps to reduce the influx, like wastewater treatment plants, bad stuff can still happen. Let's talk about roads, for example. We know that roads were near all the sites we visited because we drove there. Oil, antifreeze, tiny bits of tire all accumulate on the roads and then end up washing into the soil during the next rain event. Or, let's think about our beloved Nooksack River. Healthy as a stream can be, where we visited it in Deming, but between there and its eventual terminus at the bay, not one, not two, but 3 sewage treatment plants outflow into it, and it runs through 50 miles of farmland, complete with pesticides, fertilizers, and animal waste. All this causes problems in the river, as well as where it ends up in Bellingham Bay. Now, all the sites we visited had pretty healthy watersheds, but 2 interesting examples and maybe exceptions come through. While Tennant Lake, or wetland, is a bird haven and has a lot of biodiversity, it is very close to a factory where superfeet are made.
Very infrequently.
Also nearby is Q&M Bearings, tire factory, propane gas, paper and packaging, and concrete supply, all within a half a mile. The other notable site we visited was the Stimson Family Reserve. As part of the Lake Whatcom watershed, it is also part of all the problems that go hand in hand with recreating on our drinking water source. So how can we ensure our watershed is healthy? Here's a couple of hints. Chances are you've heard them before, but maybe you didn't understand their relevance. Service your car regularly. Oil drips, antifreeze drips, and all other nasty things that come out of your car you usually don't notice, but chances are the mechanic can find it and help you resolve that. Plus it'll make your car run better and last longer. Scoop the poop, dude. In the 1990s, the Department of Ecology put the Nooksack River on its impaired waters list due to the overwhelming presence of fecal coliform. That comes from poop. And third, if you can afford it, buy organic food. They use less fertilizers and less pesticides, if any. So there you have it. Are there any questions?